Happy Hispanic Heritage Month! This video is presented to you by the Miracosta Latino Scholars Union. Hispanic Heritage Month lasts from September 15th to October 15th. September 15th marks independence for Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. It celebrates the history, contributions, and achievement of the Hispanic and Latino community, and celebrates cultural differences within our community. The 2023 theme for the Hispanic Heritage Month is Latinos Driving Prosperity and Power in America. There are so many Latinos making notable contributions every day, but we will spend the next few minutes celebrating four.
Sonia Sotomayor is an associate judge of the United States Supreme Court, appointed by President Barack Obama in 2009. She is the first Hispanic and third woman to serve on the Supreme Court. Born in the Bronx, New York, to Puerto Rican parents, Sonia's life story is often cited as an embodiment of the American dream. Her work on the Supreme Court has been marked by her commitment to justice and her advocacy for minority and unprivileged communities. She has written significant opinions on issues like affirmative action, voting rights, and criminal justice.
Xavier Becerra served as the Attorney General of California and later became the U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services under the Biden administration. He is currently helping shape healthcare policy and is overseeing various public health programs. He has been a strong advocate for expanding access to healthcare and addressing healthcare disparities.
Cristina Jimenez Moreta is a co-founder and former executive director of United We Dream, a leading immigrant youth-led organization advocating for the rights of undocumented immigrants, specifically young dreamers. She has been a passionate advocate for immigration reform and has worked to empower immigrant youth to fight for their rights and access to education.
Sylvia Acevedo served as the CEO of the Girl Scouts of the USA. Here she played a pivotal role in promoting girls' education and leadership development, particularly in STEM fields. She has been a strong advocate for girls and young women, encouraging them to pursue careers in traditionally male-dominated fields. Under her leadership, the Girl Scouts have expanded their focus on cybersecurity and outdoor experiences.
You will now be hearing from some of our LSU club members.
Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm a senior at Costa, and I'm also the treasurer of LSU this year.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm the Vice President of LSU.
Hi, my name is Julia. I'm a senior at Costa. I'm in LSU and I'm the social media manager this year.
Hello, my name is Nicolas Mondragon and I'm in 10th grade.
Hi, I'm Sophie Guitron and I'm a junior.
My name is Kevin Robles and I'm in 10th grade.
Hi, I'm Sophia Morales and I'm in 10th grade.
Hi, I'm Natalie Cooper and I'm a senior at Costa.
Hi, my name is Karina Valeriano and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Kate Valeriano and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Michaela Navarrete and I'm a sophomore here at Costa.
Can you tell us a bit about your family's cultural background?
I'm Mexican American. I was born here, but both of my parents were born and raised in Mexico. And every year I really just try to go every summer, go visit my family there in Mexico. I do have some family here, but most of them are in Mexico.
For my family's cultural background, my grandparents on my mom's side are immigrants from Mexico, and they raised my mom and her brothers in the U.S. in Riverside, California, and then my mom moved here for work. And honestly, I think the biggest way that shaped my identity is that I have grown up in a very primarily white area, and in a way it's almost like whitewashed me. But I've found ways to stay in touch with my culture through that side of my family and visiting them throughout the year, so it's good that they're close.
Some of our cultural background that has shaped our identity has to be that we're first generation from Mexican parents. They're always telling us how grateful we should be that they've sacrificed so much for us to be here and have better education and better opportunities. And I'm so grateful that they've been really strict on keeping the language and learning about the culture, with whether it's like food or like traditions. I'm just really grateful for that.
So my parents immigrated from Brazil. All of my family, grandparents are also from Brazil, so I grew up around the Brazilian culture, and I moved here about 5 years ago.
My family is from Mexico, and I've grown up speaking Spanish and talking to my family in Spanish. I visit them every year in the summer, and I always go and have a great time with them, and they teach me more and more each year I go.
My cultural background is that I'm half Ecuadorian and half white, and my Ecuadorian side is my mom's side, and I have a lot bigger connection with that side of my family than the other side on my dad's side, so I feel really connected to my Ecuadorian roots.
A little bit about my heritage is my grandparents are Mexican. My dad is fully Mexican. He grew up in a big Mexican household, and he tried to carry on some of those values and traditions, you know, working hard, doing what you can to support your family and stuff like that. And I think that was like a really big thing that has shaped me and, you know, my siblings and stuff like that.
I'm first generation Latina. Both of my parents came from Mexico, and it's just a great thing and experience to see how my parents developed over time, and it's impacted me gratefully because I take pride in trying to do the best I can in school to show them that they came here for a reason and all those above.
My family is Mexican, and my mom was born in Mexico. My dad wasn't born in Mexico, but he was raised in a Mexican household. But just being around a whole bunch of hardworking people has really shaped me to stay determined and stay hardworking throughout life.
So my mom came to America from Guatemala, and my dad was born in Mexico, Jalisco. And the way my Latino culture or background affected me is my native language, of course. I can speak Spanish fluently. The foods I eat, the traditional dances, the music, anything like that, I can relate to it. So,
Please share a meaningful cultural tradition or custom you enjoy.
I love so many cultures that I have from Brazil, but my favorite is probably Carnaval, which is where people gather on the streets and like play music and dance and wear costumes. It's just a really fun festival.
a culture or meeting tradition that I usually like to participate in is if I'm going to like bailes, I usually dress up as a vaquero, and my family and I, we would just always do that, so that's one.
I really enjoy staying up until midnight on Christmas Eve to celebrate Christmas and opening gifts. It just really allows you to connect with your family and, you know, just love each other.
If it's someone's birthday, a loved one or family member, we obviously have the cake, but when it's time to blow out the candles, we kind of push them into the cake, like their whole entire face. And I think that's just like a really fun and like lovely tradition that we have.
A meaningful tradition we have in our culture is Dia de los Muertos, because it's a day where we get to celebrate our past loved ones and really put like respect on their name.
A culture tradition that I love is quinceañeras in my culture. I recently had mine last year and it was the greatest thing in the world. A quinceañera is sort of like a sweet 16 but a more Hispanic way. It's great, it's a big party, it's almost like a wedding, and I love attending them because it's just a lot of dancing, great food, and it really means a lot to me.
What advice would you give to fellow students who want to learn more about and appreciate Hispanic culture and heritage?
A way of being more connected is by joining LSU, because we like to embrace all the different types of like Latino culture and different places in South America.
And if you want to be more informed of our culture and practices, honestly, you can just talk to your peers or learn more about the food and the music. I think that's a really great way to be more informed and educated. Also, reading books from Hispanic authors. Yeah, just to see how they navigate their lives and like the differences throughout our lives and their lives.
My advice is to just have an open mind to other cultures and backgrounds and beliefs, because if we all have an open mind, I think we can be more accepting and have a more kind environment.
To my peers that want to know more about our culture, I would say go to LSU, just because we do talk about our culture. And then even if you want to go to local events, like that have any like relative ideas, I say go to those and just inform yourself if you really want to learn.
What is your favorite part of LSU?
Community! My favorite part of LSU is how safe it feels, and that it's such a great community. Everyone is talking to each other. It's a great way to make friends, and it's just a great club overall.
My favorite part of LSU is that it's such a big group, but it's not overwhelming because everyone is just so welcoming and kind. And I really suggest anyone like who is feeling lost to go to LSU because it is a welcoming community.
My favorite thing about LSU is the supporting charity events that we do, and also the school events so other people can know about our culture. And I just really have a good time at the clubs talking with everyone.
Go to the Latino Scholars Union. This club is one of the most vibrant on campus, and it's hosted by some of the most interesting and culturally diverse people on campus. And this is a great way for you to learn about others.
And to end our video, here is Principal Gerger sharing some meaningful experiences of her own.
My mother immigrated to the United States from Mexico her junior year of high school. She came to live with two sisters who had already moved to the United States, and they left the rest of their family back in Mexico. When I became a middle schooler, I spent 3 summers, 3 months at a time, living in Mexico with my family, and I was immersed in the language and the culture, and that's where I learned how to speak Spanish. Moving later on into life, when I first started teaching, I worked with full classrooms of English language learners, and I was able to use all the language that I learned and everything that I learned about my own identity of being Hispanic to serve those students and serve the families. I was able to teach in Spanish, I was able to do parent conferences in Spanish, and I related to the families on a level that was very different because of my identity. When I was a child, I remember vividly playing a game called Loteria, which is kind of like a bingo game, and it has images and vocabulary of different things that you would find in the Hispanic culture. And we used to play, and we used to cover each picture with a bean, and it was a lot of fun to play with my siblings. And now today, I play with my nieces and nephew, and it's a lot of fun, and they get to learn the vocabulary of, like I said, many things in the Hispanic culture. And sometimes we use candy instead of beads, but it's a lot of fun, and we have a lot of great family memories of playing that game. I think that individuals can recognize and honor the traditions of the Hispanic culture by supporting Hispanic business owners, and also just having opportunities to learn about the culture and the experiences and storytelling of people who'd like to share those stories, and to listen and to learn about the culture and not be judgmental.
After this video, make sure to go join the festivities at the Mustang Mall. We will be selling tacos, pupusas, and burritos. Come learn how to make beautiful paper flowers, learn about our different cultures at the tables, or play soccer at our mini soccer game. We can't wait to see you there.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the Mustang Mall.